everyone. We're on episode 3. This is our first guest. We have Homegrown Creations. Introduce yourself. You don't have to dox yourself, but do say hello and hi to everybody if you have a second.
Well, hello, I'm Homegrown Creations. I am a edibles creator, an edibles company. Um,
How long have you been around on X for again?
what? I'm sorry.
How long have you been around X for? I can never remember.
We have been around officially for 3 years now.
Oh my
So
gosh. That's amazing. And you guys are officially LLC, was it?
no,
Not yet? Okay, you're getting
not yet.
close
We're
though.
working on all of that this year.
That's okay. That's I knew it was coming up close. I did get the video pinned up to my profile, so I'm gonna get it shared out. So feel
Excellent.
free to go ahead and do as you please with it as well, everybody. But um, let me get that around and in a few things, and then we'll get started and kind of hang out. I don't know if you have anything that you want to smoke on, or if you have anything there.
Look at my dirty coffee table.
If you could only see my floor right now, Velma, my dog, she got into the trash can,
Oh
unbeknownst to
no,
me, until I got up here.
I gotta shut all this noise down or I can't hear you. Can you turn up your volume by chance? Is that a thing?
um, I can't, but I can try to hold it a little, get it a little closer to my mouth. Does that sound a little better?
That's good.
Okay, perfect. So, you were saying that you guys have been around for 3 years now. That's pretty. That's pretty awesome. So you do. It was the live hash rosin
Yeah,
that you
we
infuse.
grow everything ourselves and then we process hash rosin or live rosin for partially, and then we also do a whole flower infused coconut oil.
Oh,
We
that's
do
beautiful.
all the processing ourselves and then we create everything from scratch. So,
Absolute scratch. That's amazing. I love that so much because I feel like a lot of people, um, we never know where to start, and that you have it already like down pat. That is hands down the coolest thing ever because me myself, I'm not really a cook or a baker or anything like that. So to me it's very like holy cow. That's huge because like I said, I could burn water if I'm being real. Um it's crazy because I think of like how my grandparents cooked and then how my parents cooked, and it's complete opposite ends. Like my grandparents cooked from scratch, whereas my parents, well, one of my parents would cook like banquet meals, like the little like,
oh
the
yeah, like
little
the TV dinners.
TV dinners. Yep, the little pot
Yes, we did.
pies. Yep. We do the pot pies, and that was like his specialty. So that's it's so funny. That's so cool, though. Um,
That
Here, I want to
yeah, my mother
spark
was
this
like that, but I spent so much time with my grandmother that like, and she, like both of my grandparents were like off the boat
up.
at age 17. They immigrated here, so like I spent a lot of time like in my Italian grandmother's like extra kitchen where we just got messy all day every day.
I love that. And just like flour and butter and just like sugar, probably just all over.
Yeah,
Oh, I love it. See, that's what I'm hoping for my daughter too, because I'm not trying to get into that. I really am. Seeing you, seeing Bob the Green Scientist, and seeing Michelle, of course, has just truly inspired me to want to cook. So I have the stuff to do it downstairs. And this weekend is Mother's Day weekend. So
absolutely.
now's the time to start. Am I right? We could start a new tradition.
Absolutely. I
Uh,
started with my grandson. I started with like the most simple little like bread recipe, and we make little sandwich rolls, and he loves it. There's so much like kneading and with the
Mm-hmm.
dough and everything's involved to make pizza out of it.
Oh yeah, they
It,
probably would love that, especially if like they're hands-on. They love the hands-on
so the
stuff.
tactile part of it,
Yeah.
like get your fingers in the dough and
I have to show you this really quick. I think this
what you
is
got there.
this is from Franklin Fields. Sorry if it's glared.
Nice.
Look at him, Mr. Franklin. This is
That's awesome.
from Franklin Fields. It's Jilly Glue. It's my favorite.
Right on.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody, too. I think if I remember, I saw we had about 96 viewers at this point. 89 at this point. So
Excellent.
very awesome. Thanks for
You're
all you
welcome.
guys. If you haven't, if you just are making it on, welcome. This is Homegrown Creations. We're just kind of chatting here. She's our first guest, and yeah, hey, hi, hello. And now we jumped up to 101 viewers. Yeah, cool. I do want to share something though. After I take this hit, I wanted to share a quote that I got. I like to start off with like a good vibe. I think that's really important, especially if we're trying to like be the good vibes too. I think bringing a little bit of it here will be awesome. So cheers to that. So it's from an unknown source, but it says a successful woman is the one who can build a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at her. Do you like
Right
that
on.
one? That one I felt like was really good because you and I have been through a similar situation, and we're not going to go into it. But we've been through a similar situation, and I thought that really applies. That really applies. And I think that you in your perseverance through everything that you've had to go through is just it's been very just something to be admired from my point of view. I haven't been doing this thing very long, so it's been really nice to have others to look up to, and you've been a really true inspiration to not only me, but I know to Michelle and to so many other women. So thank you for putting your things out there and for doing everything that you do, by the way.
Oh, thank you for supporting. Because I wouldn't, none of us would be able to do it without the support that we get. So,
Oh, 10% or 110% is what I meant to say, but I'm so
appreciate
excited.
that.
Yes, I'm really excited to be able to share you this whole week. It's been really cool to be able to do that, and to be able to like kind of showcase a little bit of what you got. Um, Tell us a little bit of everything because I shared some pictures. What were we looking at with the? It looked like you had some salves, right?
Yeah, so actually, the topicals what really kicked everything off. Like, I kept, so we've always been very, very, like, cannabis plant um, motivated. Like we've gotten very like in depth in like the science and the growing and processing part of the plant. But one of my boyfriend's coworkers was having problems with his hands and arthritic issues, and he was working in a meat room, and it's like
Oh,
40 degrees. So they asked me to try and make a topical, and I really didn't even believe it would work. I had like and no background in it. I never like heard of it actually working. So I made a little bit and it seemed to work, but it took a little while. So I like refined like my little recipe that I created and it worked pretty good. So I kept refining it. I've been working on that for 3 years straight now, but
mm.
because of the topical working so well, we decided to come up with a brand name. The topical has its own name. It's called the, your 420 parts because it's basically good for like your whole body and it'll relieve all kinds of like aches and pains and inflammation and and it's safe for like all your skin. So
I've heard
that's
really
kind of
great.
where it started. And then I started like putting like more edibles there, but I was like just locally. Maybe I'd sell like a batch of cookies over the course of a month. But the yeah, the topicals what I like really started with, and I put a lot of like little bit of I like would do a little bit of research every time I had to make a new batch, and I'd like sit here and think about it for a while, and try to get like the texture right, and
Yeah,
it was a fun like science project almost when it started.
right. Because talking to you, I know we talk a lot in Discord, and you say a lot of it's a lot of trial and error kind of things. Is
Yes,
that
it
right?
is.
Yeah, a lot of trial error kind of like especially with the Choco Tacos. You were saying I didn't get this part right. I need to do this. I need to fix that. How do you figure that kind of stuff out? Because that to me, that is such like a crazy science that I can't
Well,
ever wrap my head around to figure out. How do you do it?
you always have like a vision of what you want to start out with, and
Right.
then you're like try to come up with like the best solution to get there, and you end up with a result, and you look at your result and you're like, well, this part worked out, but we need to work on this. And we just keep tweaking
Yeah.
everything until it's just right. And yeah, it is a lot of trial and error. Like recipes always need
Hmm.
a little tweaking, or they um, they don't always come out perfect.
Yeah, no, I understand that, especially I
The choco
it
tacos
sounds
were so
so.
much fun to put together.
Yeah,
They were so
oh my
fun.
gosh. That's what you were saying. We got all excited about the chocolate topping over it. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh. I couldn't stop thinking about that the rest of the day. I was like, I need chocolate hard shell topping immediately.
right. That crunchy stuff that you can peel off the top of your ice cream.
Yes. I just like with a spoon. Oh, it's
Uh-huh.
perfect.
It melts right in your mouth. Absolutely. And
Ooh,
yeah,
it's pretty out.
and you know, like you're looking up recipes and you're like, oh, you could have just figured that out. But yeah, the Choco Taco was like a bunch of little recipes I had to find to put together, and like the waffle cone was the biggest like hurdle to figure out, like the taco shell.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here, let me see. Someone was saying that you were sounding kind of quiet. So, oh, your volume is turned all the way up. So, huh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was just kind of looking at something here. No, we're good. Someone said that one of the mics sounded a little quiet, but I think it's all good. Thank you guys for tuning in. It looks like we at this moment have 144 viewers, and I say Nana popped in. She said, "Hello, happy birthday! Thank you for joining us on your birthday."
Happy birthday.
It's awesome. It's a May thing. That mine's in like 19 days, I think. I don't math very well, but it's the 26th. It's actually going to be on Memorial Day this year. It's been a minute since that happened, but so like, how did I know you said your grandma got you into like baking and cooking and stuff. Did you ever think that it would get to like the point of where you're at now?
Oh gosh, no.
No.
I it, to be honest, I didn't think I was very good at it. Like I did all like the little like at home, like you make everybody a birthday cake every year, and you do
Mhm.
your cookies and mom baking. And I'm a little bit older, so like I have a grandchild now. But I did always did like the mom baking, and until I got and I've always been in food service and whatnot, but until I got a real stand mixer, I always thought it was me. And your baking sometimes it's just your equipment. Like your
Mm.
baking problems are just the equipment. And when I started seeing my recipes come out looking professional, like properly done, like the whole part, not just the in the oven part, but
Mm-hmm.
like leveling and like fluffing out and rising properly.
That's
I
interesting.
it kind of stunned us, and I started messing around with more recipes, and and I'm like, wow, this is awesome. So I started putting it out like on the market, started selling breads locally, um, and yeah, and that's like when that all kind of took off. Like I got a mixer for Christmas, and it all like was different. Um, and then we just kept, I keep just adding tools to it. And at this point, like, I just keep finding like new pieces of equipment and whatnot we need and adding to uh, the whole process of it. And it's amazing. Your tools are very important. It's very important to have good tools.
Yeah, I cannot imagine, especially. Well, I mean, when I used to cut hair, that would make a lot of sense because you could have a okay pair of like $20 clippers, or you could have the like really good Oster like clippers that were like 500-600 bucks that lasted you a lifetime pretty much. Like had like a good
Mm-hmm.
guarantee on it, you know?
And that would cut through everything like butter. Like,
Yes, yeah,
like,
exactly. And you would just never see like a stray hair ever. You never have to go over it twice. That was the clipper. So that's kind of like it sounds like your stand mixer. It's that kind of stuff. I love it. How does somebody get something from you? Like if they wanted to order, how would they go about it?
it's as easy as going to our DMs and requesting a menu. I have, I want to say under our pinned tweet on X is a Poffle and like a digital business card that has
Hmm.
access to our menu also.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Cool.
but yeah, it's as simple as just reaching out. I'll send you a menu, get you all
Beautiful.
started.
Awesome. I love it. I only wanted to know that so that way everybody else can, participate if they want to, start to indulge and start to see what you're about. And my lord, I cannot wait to get some of the chocolate. I cannot wait to get some of it's going to sound crazy, but some of the Cheez Its as well. I know it's kind of opposite ends of the spectrum, but Michelle makes them just sound so good. And then looking at them, they just look so perfect and just, oh my gosh, I can't even
The
get over
Cheez-Its are
those.
fun. I didn't
Yeah.
expect them to come out that good, and like just the recipe in general is very simple, and
Yeah.
they are like an awesome little snack. I roll them out really thin, so they're always crispy, and they infuse really like well. Like they don't like like that cannabis flavor is not just sitting on top, staying
Hmm.
below. Like it blends in with the recipe really well. So
Yeah. That's
yeah, the
perfect.
cheeses are fantastic. Like the cheeses with bacon, the cheeses with
The
ranch.
the bacon ones, I think, were the ones that I was like, okay, I'm going to have to go 50-50 on cuz I know my husband would want.
I try to come up with like munchy stuff, like stuff that you enjoy snacking on. Like, yes, you
100%.
want stuff that you can't ever have, but you also want like your favorites, like stuff that you don't even like think twice. You're just like, this is my like, this is
Mhm.
perfect, like my favorite.
So I have kind of a deeper question, and it's not really that serious, but how, or like, what's one thing that you would want to tell somebody that wants to be doing what you do? Like, what is like? advice that you would give them or a
That wants to
message?
do what I do.
Yeah, that wants to start up like their own like little side project with edibles or even with like baking or any side hustle. Like what would be some
Any
advice for them?
side hustles to just
Yeah.
start start it at a like an approachable. I don't hold on. Like I don't know how to say that. Um, don't start big, and then to to do what you're good at. Like honestly, like find something that you're really good at, and I I don't know. Start
That's
with your
pretty good.
friends. Start.
No, that's so true. It really is to start, small and aim for bigger because, you can only grow from where you're at, and I think that's really a valid point.
Exactly. And
I
there's
Because I know
always
what you're
things
going
you
for.
miss when you go too big too fast. Like
Yeah.
things get missed along the way.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And I was once kind of in like a salesy kind of thing, and hey Viz, and I noticed that the people that you know are more likely to say yes to you. So then you kind of build like an understanding and a way to approach people afterwards or approach things or kind of a way to kind of guide yourself through what you're looking for, if
Absolutely.
that makes sense.
Like
Yeah.
you're able to pivot if you got like yeah, it's
Yes.
exactly it. You're
Pivot.
able to like make adjustments when you're working with people that are honest with you about like
Tenfold.
instead of just throwing it out to the real world and
Yes. And yes, instead of like shouting into the void. That's one of my favorite things is I see it happen so often where people shout it into the void and they do things a little preemptively and it's like it kind of asks over apple carts, like we got to make sure that we get our things done and then
excuse me, I'm sorry.
oh you're okay and then kind of go from there. So cuz that's something that I was kind of I'm very guilty of. I'm not gonna lie. I get really excited. I'm like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna tell everyone, and it's like, oh, hold on there, Peter Parker, you slow down,
Sometimes I
girl.
do that just to corner myself so I get something done. It's like
Oh
now I
yes,
told everybody, so I'm like signed myself right up. I
yeah,
have like deadlines that I gave myself now.
yes. No, I
I did
totally
that with
get
the
it.
Choco Tacos. I'm like, I'll have those next week, and I'm like, oh crap! Now I gotta go home and make Choco Tacos.
Exactly, and you're like, shh, why did I do that again?
But when you put yourself like small goal, and you give yourself like a deadline and a small goal, like obtainable goal.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I love that obtainable goal. All right. Well, we're probably gonna wrap things up here in a few minutes, if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Did you have anything that you like wanted to talk about? Anything that you wanted to bring to the table, or you wanted to share that's coming up for you?
What's coming up for us? Actually, we're just kind of like transitioning into like a summer menu at the moment. And yeah, if you haven't seen a menu for a while, tap in. I've got some new things on it. I'm trying out some new recipes for the season.
That's exciting.
And and yeah, we're just looking to go into going forward with that at the moment.
That's awesome. Is it going to be like a specific flavor that you're going to go off from, or are there going to be like different like menu items just more summer geared?
It's more so like right now my menu is very like comfort food, very
Mm.
winter comfort, spicy, like give you a big hug kind of food. And as we get into the warmer months, chocolate people don't want apple pie, at least like unless you're like very into apple pie, and
Right.
I'll make you one. So I brought on a couple of I swapped out our iced teas for a couple of new flavors. So I
Mm.
added a blackberry Bellini. And these iced teas, my iced teas are amazing. So they're infused with live rosin that we grow and press ourselves, and then I use local raw honey and agave to sweeten it, and it's a
Beautiful.
like good quality loose leaf tea full of like dried pieces of fruit and
Ooh.
holiday. Yeah, they're like the best iced teas. And
Are
we
the
added a blackberry Bellini and then a peach green tea that's got like strawberry and pineapple in it. And
Oh my
um,
goodness. So quick question, are those the ones that you gave Red Man?
yes, the little teas that we got, the little green
Yeah,
tea with the
those are
cherry
it.
on about. Yes, that's what those were.
I love it. That was so cool. If you guys
Yeah,
haven't seen that,
absolutely.
is it still pinned on your profile?
Oh, it's still our pinned tweet. Yeah, I'm not
Yes.
getting rid of that.
Go
That's
check
like
it out.
like
Highlight
who
of the
can we like do that?
century.
Like moment.
Yup.
I
That
got
is
Red Man to eat
beautiful.
that was the second time I got to present our edibles to Red Man.
I
So
love
like the
it.
next one, Snoop Dogg, but
Mm.
I
Mm.
love that he loved everything. So that's the
Beautiful.
important part.
Yes. All right. Well, my girl, we are going to wrap it up here. I cannot thank you enough for being the first to be my guest. And I can't thank you enough for taking the time out to be here and to just chat with me. And I know it was a lot to ask. So thank you. I really appreciate it. And I have so much love and respect for you and cannot wait to see what is to come for you. I know it's just going to be up from here. So thank you again. If you guys have any questions on how to get in contact with Homegrown, we are going to be sharing her all the rest of this week. So stay tuned for that. But thank you again for joining and
And Hilly,
see
thank
you.
you for having me. I look forward to seeing what your
Yes.
little series is gonna do.
I'm
I
so
love
thrilled.
that you're putting the spotlight on like women and like what we're up to and our journeys. And
Yes.
this is a fantastic project.
I'm
Awesome.
super stoked. Thank you so much for being a part of it. It means so much to me. Thank you. So, I know that we'll see each other very soon here in Discord. So, with that being said, thank you guys again for joining, and I'll catch you guys next week. Bye, guys.